I'm taking 50 IFAK medical kits to Ukraine. I'm doing this stretch, which is from Calais to the Ukraine border with Poland. It's 1,066 miles. I'm aiming to do it in less than 24 hours. I'd like to do it a lot less than 24 hours. I'd like to do it in about 20 hours. I want to demonstrate to people just how close this is. We see it on the... Look what's arrived. 50 IFAK kits.
What's that caffeine drink you can get? What are you doing?
What I'm doing is popping a Haribo in each IFAK pack because I think it'll raise a little smile.
To comfortably fit it into your pannier with the bag, I think, so, to comfortably fit without squeezing too tight, I think 15 to 18 per bag. Well, okay, so, in the full size pannier.
Yeah. This is for the ice bun.
This is for the ice bun with sultanas
right.
and icing obviously with a cherry,
right,
but no lemon in the icing. So you put lemon in the icing in all the bakeries. I don't know why they do it.
So you're going to try 18.
15 to 18. So I think 5 on each layer, 3 layers up, and then you possibly might get a couple on the top flat. So 15 to 18 is my estimate.
15 to 18.
Yeah. And that's what I think.
I'm going for 12 to 15. 12 to 4. I'm going 12 to 14 then if you're 15 to 18.
Okay.
I'm going to see how wide that is compared to the pannier in a minute. I need to go that way. Like that. I'm going for the smaller pannier and the exhaust.
What now?
Yeah, I'm loading that one up. But the bag's the same.
Yeah.
So if I can get...
But I'm allowing for the big pannier, am I?
Yeah, so you can have a little bit more give on size.
No, yeah, so I'm just saying, if I'm allowing for the big pannier, it's evens for what we packed, yeah?
Yeah. How many have you got in?
How many did you get in? I've got 15.
I got 15.
Our competition was for the other one.
You can't shut that.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
And who's in there?
Because I won, because you said 12 to 14. And I said 15 to 18. And there is 17.
Right, let's see if we win
That wasn't part of the deal.
it. No.
Part of the deal was about getting it in the bag, not about whether the pannier shut or not.
I'll go with that. So 15 and 17, that's 32. Another 28 on the end. I was hoping to leave the top box free. Pounds. Yeah. £100. Right, okay. Grease. Okay.
Yeah,
15 there.
get my stand now.
Yeah, alright, you win. 15, I got 12. So does that actually, we both get an ice bun. We both get an ice bun. Because I guessed 12, which is what I got.
I think
3.
we should have agreed the rules first.
Alright. 12 this side, 15 your side.
Yeah.
How can you remind me what's in which one? 27,
15 in one, 15 in one, 12 in another.
15 and 12.
Because one's an exhaust pannier,
So it's a bit
so fits
narrower.
less.
Yeah. So that remained at 15.
And then there was 11 and 12 in the
these
roll bags, yeah.
So 15, 27 in those.
Yeah.
11 and 12 making 50. Then we've got that, which is loads of spare tourniquets. We've also put a pack of Haribo in each IFAK pack. A one-man tent, which
stinks.
Much debate. It stinks, it's a bit whiffy. So I'm going to do a one-man tent just in case I can't find anywhere to can't find cheap digs. Then at least I can pitch it a one-man tent, hopefully at a campsite or somewhere discreet, and get my head down in that. So. This little bad boy. This is a sheepskin seat cover from Motor Covers in Bideford. I'll put the details up. Effectively, it sits there. It's orange in my colour. The benefits of that are massive. They are a brilliant bit of kit. Tent. Text message from Dave, Dave is Gravitas Medical Supplies, the guys that are supplying the medical kits, the IFAK kit. I do hope you've got the receipts, he says. Take the receipts with you, just in case you get asked by Ukrainian customs. Oh, alright, he sent me an email out with the invoice on it, which I have forwarded to a friend of mine, and said, is there any chance you can print these off for me? Yeah, no worries, of course, no problem. So he's kindly decided to print them off, and I'm whipping in to pick these invoices up quickly.
He's cheated all his cameras already. Oh, they're awesome.
Yeah,
How many have you got? Have you got a remote control that turns them on?
yeah, I can turn them on there.
Am I on camera?
Yeah,
Take up.
can be.
Did you get the helmets paired up?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. On. Yeah, that's on.
Now, I was thinking of doing a bit of footage for our Tango, and I thought it's a bit awkward when I'm turning my GoPro on and off with gloves. So I thought, I wonder if I'd cut my finger off my glove. Look what he's done!
I didn't think it through though. What I should have done is cut a slit and then I could loop it back.
Oh, now you're going to get frostbite.
And then, yeah,
In
cold
one finger. Next year's Bond trip, cold finger.
If I got a tail end Charlie and my mate Phil goes with me, when he gets close enough, you can suddenly go, Diddy, and you go, hello, alright, is that hello, alright? But I came into a place called Marjorie in Bosnia about 5 years ago, and my mate Laurie had been hit by a car. It was big beat, and I said, alright, and he said, now, Laurie. And I come round the corner, he's all over the place.
So his name's Laurie, and he got hit by a car. Good job he wasn't called Car.
That'd have been a shit day.
Next stop, 35 quid hotel. Is that going to be like, oh no, he's done it. Feet up, loaded, fully loaded. Who supplied your tyres?
Michelin Road 6s they are.
Oh really?
Yeah, they are, yeah. I've so far they're actually pretty good. What I'm finding is that I need another set after this.
And they look good jeans. What brand are they?
These are Oxford jeans.
What brand?
Oxford.
Sorry, say again.
They're Oxford products.
Ah, right.
Oxford products. And this is a Dane Easy jacket.
Oh really?
Yeah, Bolle sunglasses, some juices. 3M earplugs.
What make you your wet wipes?
Papa's daddy.
Andrex?
No.
Pampers.
I'll say Tesco's own,
Papa's daddy.
but they're not. They're
Papa's daddy.
I don't know.
Papa's daddy.
No, they are Pampers. Yeah.
And our helmets are supplied by...
Showy. We've got a couple of Showies there. Look at this.
Yeah, we do like showy. Quite. Let's try a few other types of showy.
I think it's a good starting helmet. Of course, you can't compare it to anything else unless you've tried other things either.
So if you're also fancying a trip away...
Give him a shout. Oh, and I've got to say about the lovely seat.
Oh yeah.
I must mention the fantastic seat cover from Moto Covers in Bideford.
Gingersheet.com.
Yeah, Highland sheet. They're very hard to get hold of.
Right, go on. Get on your
right.
Get on your train.
Get on the bloody thing.
Jesus.
It's going to be a long day tomorrow.
Head down. See you later, pal.
See you later.
Don't get a cold finger. The boy's a fool.
On the Eurotunnel, we set off as planned this morning. A little bit of a delay. Went to supermarket and picked up some things I didn't have quickly. So toothbrush, toothpaste, some squirty deodorant, and then what? Phone lead, iPhone lead, and all that sort of stuff. So I got all that, no problem. Left Tesco, and then as soon as I got on the road, realised I needed fuel. Schoolboy error. Straight into a fuel station, got some fuel. Got told off for entering the fuel station with my helmet on. I'm not going to make an issue of it. There we go. So politely reminded me to take my helmet off next time I go in there. Got back on the bike, started heading down towards the M5, and guess what? As I got to the M5, I noticed something missing. My flag, my Ukraine flag and my flagpole, the flag and the pole have vanished. They've all gone. I was really looking forward to stomping across Germany and Poland, Belgium, Germany, Poland, with my flag flying. All I've got is a big old, where it was, I'll show you. There you go. So all I've got is that little sticky bit, and that's now become my coat hanger. So I've ridden up to Brighton area first of all, picked up Ian Kelsey, had a cup of coffee at his place, and then we rode up together to Folkestone. Now we've parted company just before the M20. I've come down, got onto the tunnel, and I'm on a train with one other motorcycle. There's an Italian couple, I think, who've been doing a bit around the UK, and a car in front of me, we've got a doggy on board. Which hotel next stop? So I've got probably about 2 miles to ride on the French side, and then it's into a hotel, plug everything in, upload GoPros, download my bowels, and then get my head down, ready for tomorrow. So I'll chat to you later. Au revoir. Hats off to people that do this all the time on their top. Now normally I would change everything to kph, kilometres per hour, all that sort of stuff, but you know what, I'm going to leave it because I want to see it in miles. I need to know what I'm doing in miles. Pop in here a minute. Oh. Right, let's check in. I've landed in the hotel at Calais. It's 10 to 9 local time. I'm going to go and crash out in a minute, plug everything in, upload, download, wash my hair, and then I shall be getting sorted to jump on the bike very early tomorrow morning. But in the meantime, I think a well-deserved beer. Right. It's 3:30. My alarm went off, but I was awake at 3, looking at my clock. Well, the alarm's going to go off in a minute, thinking to myself, shall I give it another hour? I'm better off having me hour as a power nap later on. Just get a bloody move on, eh? Let's get to Ukraine. They don't tear very easy. Hang on, there was a cut in the packet. Latte. Hotel room key. Bonjour. God, he's got a shit job. I've done a few night shifts before and I hated them. Oh, there's my bike. God for that. There she is. There's me saviour. I'm just going to cycle through me miles. Odometer 21440. So I'll turn that camera around a minute. There you go, 21440. So by the end of the day, that should say 22446. No, 2. Well, we should have 1066 on top of that, whatever that is. 2506. There we go. Map. Ready to navigate. Of course you are. I'm here. There. Zoom in again. There we go. So I'm going to chuck in the old coordinates now for my hotel. Navigate where to. Address. Change country. Poland. Postcode. Right, let's get out of Calais. Here we go. There's a lot of cars out and about actually. So here we go then. 1,090 miles to the border with Ukraine. I should really, I mean that's an opportunity for fuel there. That's probably a good shout job. Let's do that in a minute. Here's my opportunity to get some fuel. Yes, John. Let's do that. "24-hour garage." I just want to make sure my trip meter is reset. Yeah, trip A, 0.3 of a mile so far. Let's do it. Let's go this way. Let's continue to go this way. The motorway. This is now going to be my home for the next 18 hours. I've got a little sign, I'm speeding apparently. I'm doing about 5 mile an hour over what I should be. Come on, I'm waiting for that national speed limit. I want to say it's quite chilly, but then it's 5 o'clock in the morning. There we go, there's the national. Let's do it. There's a lot of trucks out, as you'd expect. All the professional drivers are out making ground while they can, and then letting little old me get involved with them. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. In the words of Paul McKenna, eyes open, wide awake. Right, 103 miles before I turn off. Right, I'm still in France, into Belgium, turn right, past Brussels, into Germany at Cologne, past Cologne, Order de Cologne, Effort, Dresden, into Poland, Warsaw, Krakow, hotel. Was that it? Oh, easy. Easy peasy. Quick stop, I'm just outside of Brussels on the ring road and it's a bit chilly, so what I'm actually going to do is stop and get a coffee, some chocolate or some breakfast, sorry. There was KFC and a Burger King sign, don't let that fool you. So I'm going to get coffee and find me fleece, if anything, and there we go. Woohoo! Outside of Brussels already, not bad at all. Done about 100 miles I think. Hey. Espresso and what I think is a pepperoni breakfast. I've chucked an espresso in the system and now I'm joining the old motorway again. I don't know whether the lane splitting is allowed in Belgium, or as we call it, filtering. God, this is Brussels and it's busy. Looks like you probably can lane split as I am lane splitting. No one seems to be that pissy with me yet. I guess this is like the Belgium equivalent of the M25. Oh, here we go. Funny fucking helmet. Funny moment the old did. Get up my arse, mate. Twat. Well done, Joey. Once again, you're shit fucking head. The helmet will not close. Update. I'm stopping for a cup of coffee. I'm stopping for a double espresso. Let me see if I got my face tracking's going to work on this thing. There we go. So, right, I am about an hour north of Frankfurt, basically, and I'm on the autobahn known as the A45, and the autobahn has been fun because I can go for it, but I don't want to go for it because as soon as you get an unrestricted bit, it then becomes restricted for some roadworks. There's quite a lot of roadworks, and even that, as a lot of people will tell you, actually speed isn't all it's cracked up to be. So I'm comfortable sitting at, I guess I'm doing around 90 mile an hour, where comfy, 95, 100 at a push, but not for very long, because actually it gets quite tiring, and it's got to be a lovely clear bit with no wind, side winds or anything like that, because the Queen Mary behind me here is quite demanding on the old energy levels. Anyway, so I stopped in here. I've filled up at 220 cents per litre. So it's one of me. I think it's probably about the third fill up of the day actually, when it comes to fuel. And then I just want to point out a couple of things. So you may have noticed in a few of these pictures, I've got a couple of additions to the bike. That's to make my life a heck of a lot easier. The first one I'm going to point out is this, a highway peg. So I've got that on there. Basically it's a peg that goes on the front of the bike, which enables me to just rest my foot higher, rest my foot up, and that's been a godsend, because 3.5 weeks ago I had some surgery on my foot and it's really sore. So if you're squeamish in any way, look away now. Yeah, that's what I had done to my foot 3.5 weeks ago. It's a lot better now, but it's still a little bit on the sore side. So, alright, it's very sore. There we go. So I've got these on here just to rest my foot. I've got one on either side. The observant among you will notice that the foot I showed you was my left foot. Well, I've got one of these on the other side as well. The other addition I want to point out, which you might be able to see behind me, is this fantastic orange seat cover. And that has come from Moto Covers in Bideford. Matt has made that in a lovely striking orange to go with my Tango Pasty colours, and I believe it's merino or marino, whatever you call it, merino wool, and it's to save the numb bum factor, and it's working an absolute treat, considering I've done the best part, I think 330 something miles this morning. My body is absolutely fine, the inner thighs, bottom, backs of my legs, and all that sort of stuff. Oh, not bad at all. I'll tell you what, the autobahn's been fun. Brussels is a pig. Belgium, bit busy. Germany's, the autobahn's quite busy actually, but looking a lot alright actually, looking alright. About to jump on it again now, and I'm going to give it some beans until a designated lunchtime, which will probably be in a couple more hours, maybe at my next fuel requirement. Let's get somewhere in Poland. Alright?
Another stop, but this time I've had a bit more grub. I've also put a post on for Smart Aid. They need ambulances for Ukraine. Right, I've put it on my page. Please have a look. Take the time to have a look. This is why we're doing this. This is why I'm doing this. Get the IFAK kits over to Ukraine, but they need ambulances too. Clearly I can't put 50 of those on my motorcycle. Anyway, I'm keen to get on. I've had my little rest, but I've been here a little while now, so I'm going to power on. And I'm going to try and maybe do a power nap at the next time I stop. Get 40 winks or something like that, because I'm getting a little bit weary. I just want to show you something before I go. I put some Volvic lemon tea on the back of the bike, but it does look really suspicious. I'll show you. There you go. So anyone riding along behind me might be forgiven for thinking I'm peeing in a pot and carrying it on the bike, which I'm not. But there you go, so you know, in case you see it in a photograph later, it is actually lemon tea. So in the words of the great Forrest Gump, that's all I got to say about that. Well, I made it, and this is the morning of the 24th of August 2023. This is Ukraine Independence Day, believe it or not. So happy Independence Day. This is the border crossing where you go straight in, more or less effectively, to if you were to come in and go to Lviv. Yeah, this would have been the border crossing that Ewan Bourne and Charlie McGregor used all those years ago when they rode their Hondas up to the moon and back. So okay, the bike's behind me there. I'm just now gonna go and do the border bit, cross the border, and go and hopefully meet a Smart Medicaid on the other side of the border. Let's see how this goes. The next video should hopefully either be me being really grumpy because I couldn't get through the border, me being really happy because I could, or me being in prison on a news appeal on a GoFundMe for bail money. So anyway, we'll get that done and then see you directly. Hopefully the next video will be me in Cracovets with a cup of coffee and exchanging some kits. Bye.
Very energized.
Me too now, espresso.
Double.
Double espresso. But if you have a big grande coffee, I have to ride 10 minutes and then stop for the edge.
А вони, коли велику каву п'є, то йому треба зупинятися часто, тому що ситуація певна.
Це логічно.
I'm old, it'll happen to you too.
Він впевнений, що з вами це теж ставалося.
О май гад.
А воно виглядало так.
Так, зовсім трошки виглядало дійсно. Турникети.
Турникети.
One in each pack.
Ага, і в кожній аптечці теж турнікети.
Another tourniquet.
Окей.
Hemostat. Pen.
Риба.
Phalangeal airway.
І трубка для носа. Це я знаю.
Emergency
А
blanket.
ковдра.
Одіяло, як воно, термічне. О.
Yeah, and there's Israeli bandage.
Also, we have a present for you.